now going to take our flare scratching to the next level. Previously we learned that the one-click orbit produces 4 sounds or 4 notes, even though we only click the cross fader once during each direction of the sound. So here's a recap of the one-click flare orbit. If we now take things one stage further and click the cross fader twice for each direction of the sound, we end up with a pattern which produces 6 sounds or 6 notes called a 2-click flare orbit. The 2-click flare orbit is another symmetrical pattern, and because it's a flare technique, we're going to start and end it with the cross fader in the open position. I've got myself ready with my long scratch sound loaded up and cued to the beginning. And again, we're going to first learn this technique with the deck off until we've mastered the steps. So here come the 6 steps. Step 1, push the platter forward, and as soon as you hear the sound, close the cross fader. Step 2, this is where it differs from the one-click flare. We are going to push the platter forward again, but this time we're going to apply a stab motion to the cross fader. So with the sound moving forward and the cross fader being sprung open for a split second at the same time, we get a short, sharp note. Step 3, push the platter forward and open the cross fader. Here's our halfway point, so let's now do everything in reverse. Step 4, pull the platter backwards, and as soon as you hear the sound, close the cross fader. Step 5, pull the platter backwards again, and again we're going to do a stab motion to the cross fader. And finally, step 6, pull the platter backwards and open the cross fader. Hopefully you're successfully back to the start position with your cross fader open and your scratch sample at the beginning of the sound. So here's those 6 steps again. Step 1, push the platter forward, and as soon as you hear the sound, close the cross fader. Step 2, push the platter forward and stab the cross fader. Step 3, push the platter forward and open the cross fader. Step 4, pull the platter backwards and then close the cross fader. Step 5, pull the platter backwards again and stab the cross fader. And finally, step 6, pull the platter backwards and open the cross fader. If you put all 6 parts together, you essentially get a 2-click flare orbit, which comprises of 3 notes as the sound goes forward and 3 notes as the sound comes backwards. Once you're comfortable doing it in 6 parts, it's time to practice the 2-click flare orbit in a smooth and continuous fashion. So we're going to evolve from doing this jerky movement to doing something like this. You'll notice again that our platter hand is simply performing baby scratches. But it's our 2 clicks of the cross fader that's changing these 2 sounds into these 6 sounds. And based on the principle of flares being a more efficient way of scratching, the 2-click flare orbit achieves 6 notes with only 4 clicks of the cross fader. Like the 1-click flare orbit, you need to be able to perform the 2-click version with the deck playing, and this is the norm when scratching so that different techniques can be linked together and so that sounds can be played instantly when coming out of the scratch technique. So the same principles apply as they did last time with the 1-click flare. Instead of moving the platter forward, I'm simply going to release the sound whilst applying my first 2 cross fader clicks. followed by moving the platter backwards to take the sound back to the start, whilst applying our last 2 clicks to the crossfader. Let's put it all together and it sounds like this. So the 2-click flare orbit is essentially a triplet pattern because it's a sequence of 3 notes that repeat 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And when performing triplet patterns over a regular 4/4 beat, it can sound really interesting. So let's take a listen as I freestyle over a beat.